Ananya Panday, the poster child for nepotism, has spent years crying about how she was bullied in school. She even launched an anti-bullying initiative, gave interviews about her trauma, told stories about being body shamed, mocked, and mistreated. But now, her own ex-classmates are calling BS. Ananya's gang bullied them because they couldn't afford cars, vacations, designer bags. She and her rich girl crew targeted anyone who couldn't flex like them. Kids whose parents worked night shifts to afford tuition? Mocked. Didn't vacation in Europe? Laughed at. Didn't wear designer labels? You were invisible. Meanwhile, Ananya's entire luxury lifestyle paid for by Shah Rukh Khan, and yet she looked down on people whose families actually struggled. And don't even get me started on the serial cheating. She dated a lot more. Cheated on Krish, cheated on Nikhil, then used Karan Singh for designer sponsorship. Every guy had a purpose. PR access, designer connections, or just clout. And she flipped between them like she was planning a corporate merger. But in interviews, she acts sweet, naive, misunderstood. Give me a break. And if you're tired of seeing star kids play victim while stepping on everyone else to rise to the top, keep watching, because the Ananya Panday image is cracking. And behind the gloss, it's not cute. A former classmate recently went viral after exposing what she says was the real Ananya Panday in school. According to her, Ananya and her clique of rich girl besties used to bully students who weren't wealthy. You heard that right. If you didn't roll up to school in a Mercedes, rock designer labels, or vacation in Europe, you were automatically less than. These girls allegedly mocked people for not having the right kind of bag, for having drivers instead of luxury cars, for not being able to afford spring breaks in Italy. Like, we're talking full-on gossip girl energy, except this was real life in Mumbai's most elite schools. That's already disgusting. But it gets worse. Ananya has publicly claimed that she was the one bullied in school. So either she had a split personality, or this entire I am a victim narrative is one giant PR performance. And based on what comes next, I'm leaning toward the latter. And honestly, if you're already raising an eyebrow, you're not alone. Hit that like button if you're sick of these PR pity stories. And subscribe if you want to see more of this industry pulled apart piece by piece. The classmate also alleged something that's basically textbook mean girl behavior in 2024. Ananya had a secret finsta. For those who don't speak Instagram, a finsta is a fake private account where you post things your public profile can't show. Allegedly, Ananya's finsta was called Annie Pie. And this wasn't just a spam account. This was used to troll people, respond to hate comments, and basically act as a digital alter ego. People have dug into the claim, and the name Annie Pie actually does show up in old gossip threads as an alternative account Ananya used. Which raises the obvious question. Why does a Bollywood actress with millions of followers and an entire PR team need a secret burner account? The answer? Control, damage control, petty revenge, classic bully behavior. And we haven't even gotten to the relationship drama. That same classmate claimed Ananya used to hop from guy to guy in school. Not because she was in love or even liked them, but to gain social or professional leverage. And yes, she was in school at the time. But let's not pretend that kids in elite Indian circles aren't deeply entrenched in the industry from a young age. Apparently, some of the boys she dated had parents in fashion or connections in Bollywood. And Ananya allegedly used them strategically to elevate her status. Which, look, we've all known someone like that in high school. But when that person then gets a free pass into Bollywood and positions themselves as a sweet, innocent victim, yeah, it hits different, especially when those strategic relationships didn't stop at high school. Ananya allegedly dated Karan Singh, the son of prominent fashion designer Monisha Jaising. And guess what? That same designer just happened to be behind the outfit Ananya wore on Coffee with Karan, the very show that helped boost her public profile. So, coincidence? Or social climbing 101? This isn't just gossipy tea. It paints a much bigger picture of how interconnected Bollywood truly is. It's not just about talent. It's about who you date, who your dad is, what designer you're wearing, and which couch you cried on while sipping Karan Johar's cappuccino. And for someone who got her first role in Student of the Year 2, a film that basically celebrates rich kid aesthetics, none of this is shocking. It's just proof that the self-made narrative she tries to sell is complete fiction. Let's talk about damage control. After these allegations came out, Ananya denied ever knowing the girl making them. But the same girl claims Ananya messaged her directly from her verified account to apologize. So wait, you don't know her but you also messaged her an apology? That doesn't add up, unless you're lying. Which again seems to be the pattern here. What's more likely is that her PR team scrambled to clean this up, thinking it would quietly disappear. But what they didn't account for was the internet. Because once the public sees your hypocrisy, the damage is done. You can't gloss over a mean girl past when your entire public image is built on being relatable. It's the same energy as Kendall Jenner saying she was bullied for being tall in high school while walking down Paris runways and getting brand deals handed to her since age 14. Actor Babil Khan, son of Irfan Khan, recently had a full-on meltdown on social media. And guess who he called out? Ananya Panday. He didn't name her directly at first, but he said, Bollywood is the fakest industry ever, and mentioned both insiders and outsiders being chewed up by the system. He later tried to walk it back, but it was clearly a moment of raw honesty. And people noticed, because he's not wrong. Bollywood is deeply toxic. It rewards fake humility and punishes authenticity. It uplifts those born into it, like Ananya, while making outsiders jump through flaming hoops just to get in the room. And every time someone like Ananya plays the victim, they're just reinforcing that hierarchy. They don't want change. They want sympathy without accountability. And if you still think all this is just teenage drama, look at her professional career. Ananya Panday allegedly replaced outsider actress Nushrratt Bharuccha in Dreamgirl 2. Nushrratt was in the first film. She helped make it a hit. But when it was time for the sequel, oops, suddenly she's out and Ananya is in. Why? Let's be honest. It's not because Ananya is a better actress. It's not even about looks. It's about access. When your dad is Chunky Pandey, your godfather is Karan Johar, and your entire career is wrapped in designer tool and scripted interviews, of course you're going to edge out people who don't have that safety net. That's how the industry works. And the sad part is, it's not even subtle anymore. Here's the thing. No one's saying Ananya can't act, or that she doesn't have feelings, or that she's the only star kid benefiting from privilege. But if you're going to build your entire brand around being sweet, misunderstood, and bullied, while allegedly doing the exact opposite behind the scenes, people are going to call you out. And they should, because these aren't just high school mistakes. This is a pattern of manipulation, hypocrisy, and image laundering. And frankly, I'm over it. If you're also done with this fake humble era in Bollywood, hit that like button if you want more real, unfiltered commentary that cuts through the PR smoke. Subscribe and drop a comment. Do you think Ananya was the bully? Or is this all just exaggerated school drama? Let's talk about it. Because if this is the kind of person Bollywood keeps pushing, then maybe it's time the audience starts pushing back.